How's it going? I'm Stuart Shuffman, aka Broke Ass Stuart, and I'm in my room, as you can probably see. It's a bit barren at the moment, but one day I'll decorate it. I'm just gone too much. I'm pretty busy. Anyways, enough about my room. So I decided to do this video series where you guys send in questions, and I try to answer them to the best of my ability. They call it poor advice, maybe, or something like that. It's not a bad idea. So yeah. You guys send them in through Facebook and through Twitter, and I'm going to go through and answer some of them. Probably not get through all of them because this would be a very long video otherwise, but I'll answer some of the ones, and we'll just see how this goes. All right, first question. What is the meaning of life? Just start off with a big one there. According to Freud, that guy who like psychoanalyzed people or something, he said what did he say? He said, love and work and love, that's all there is. And then Ice Cube said, life ain't nothing but bitches and money. Which is funny because they pretty much said the same thing, bitches and money and love and work. But, 100 years apart. Two smart guys. I don't know if bitches and money is the meaning of life. I don't know what the meaning of life is. If I did, I'd be making a lot more money than I do right now because I'd be selling that shit by the ounce. I guess everybody finds their own meaning in life. And mine, I guess, has been like telling poop jokes and fart jokes and making them funny while talking about broke shit. I guess you got to find your own. That wasn't very helpful, was it? The next question is, where can I get a decent burrito? Oh, so that first question was by Chris Liberty. I don't know if I pronounced it right. Fuck it. This question comes from Sally Kucher, and it's, where can we get a decent burrito in every state? Well, Sally, I'm glad you asked. There's a blog called Burrito Blog, and it's a blog about burritos. What the fuck, believe it or not. And there's a listing of at least I think burrito chains in every state on the blog, but also the guy goes through and reviews a bunch of different burrito places. I mean, I don't know if it's in every state, but it's a good place to start. Also, if you just go to a state and be like, man, I'm in Florida, I want a good burrito, just Google like Florida best burrito or something like that, and maybe you'll find something. Although I don't know if they have any good. Are there even Mexicans in Florida? I don't know. So how'd have good burritos if you don't got no Mexicans? It's like this one time I was in I was in Dublin, Ireland, and I went out with some friends to dinner, and they're like, "Oh, let's go to this Mexican food place." I'm like, "We're in Dublin, Ireland. There's no Mexicans. How are you gonna have a Mexican food place?" So whoever owned the place hired Spanish people, like from Spain. And they figured, whatever, it's close enough, same language, but it wasn't close enough. The food was terrible. Anyways, on to the next question. When asked what time it is, which would I rather answer? A, hammer time. B, time for you to get a watch. C, adventure time. I guess it all depends on the situation. I mean, if I'm hanging out with MC Hammer, I'm going to be like, hammer time, duh. Or maybe I wouldn't. Would he be offended if you're like, yo, Hammer, it's hammer time? He actually probably just gets sick of that. So don't do that to MC Hammer. Or I guess they just call it a hammer now. I guess I'd say adventure time because, shit, it's always adventure time, right? Next question. How do you come out to your family as a broke ass without feeling terribly judged by them? Let's see here. Oh, the question before about hammer time was by Brittany Ventica, and this one is by Luz Elena Rowley. I don't know. I can't read my own handwriting. Well, your family already knows who you are. There's no hiding it. If you want to come out of the closet about being a broke ass, I'm sure they already have a good idea about it. But be proud of who you are, and if that's if you value experiences more than things, you should be proud of that, and just rock that shit with pride. In fact, buy a t-shirt about it. Hey, brokeassstewart.com. This is really weird talking to this camera like this. There's nothing behind this computer. It's just a curtain. So it's almost like I'm talking to myself. Somebody watching would think I'm just crazy and having a conversation with myself. I guess I am. Do me a favor, just so I don't feel alone right now. High five me. All right, 1, 2, 3. Ah, yes. Felt good, didn't it? It did. Next question. This is from Rory James Michael Fleck. Why hasn't IFC picked up more seasons of Young, Broke, and Beautiful? And is there a new book in the future? There was always going to be new books in the future. I'm working on doing a lot of freelance writing right now. So I'm not focusing on a book, but I want to do some books of stories and and fiction too, nonfiction, that kind of stuff. Ultimately, and I'll probably be putting out some zines soon. So I mean, you'll be able to get some of my writing that way. And this will be like story oriented. It'll be short stories, maybe a poem or two, maybe like 3 stories and a poem or two. Sell it for like $3 or $5, depending on like what it costs to make them. And then I just, keep it awesome and old school like that. But in terms of IFC, they just kind of reformatted, and that they wanted only scripted comedy. And since my shit wasn't scripted or comedy, it didn't make the cut. My shit was funny, but I'm not a comedian, and so therefore I don't have to be funny. I get to be funny. But I guess it wasn't exactly that they were looking for a specific thing, which I wasn't providing. So here I am making videos for you guys on my computer. Here, I'll show you my boobs. Woo! Yeah, that's the money shot, huh? Let's see, the next question. This comes from Eric Martinez, who I went to high school with. What's up, Eric? What is a pickleback? A pickleback, which, if you guys, I'm sure, follow my shit on, YouTube, or not YouTube, this is YouTube, Twitter or Facebook, I'm always talking about picklebacks, because when I bartend Wednesday nights, it's Pickleback Wednesdays at Dear Mom in San Francisco. A pickleback is a shot of whiskey chased with a shot of pickle juice. I know it sounds weird and crazy, but it's delicious. Because the pickle juice, the brine, because of the acidity and stuff, it just cuts right through the whiskey, and it's especially good for really shitty whiskey. I started doing it when I drank the Bushwick Country Club when I used to live in Brooklyn. So when I started bartending in San Francisco, I brought that with me because it was like, oh, pickleback's amazing, and it's caught on here. It's taken off, and so next time you're in San Francisco, or if you live in San Francisco, come in and see me Wednesday nights at your mom, and we will have some motherfucking picklebacks. Let's see here. One more question, and then, as this is getting long. The best budget, the best budget brunch spot in San Francisco with good people watching and a walkable neighborhood. This is from Dudes Who Brunch. It's a Twitter handle. My favorite actually is a place called the Red Cafe. It's on Mission and 25th Street, and it's like this little like Mexican diner style place where the food is rad. It's super good and it's inexpensive, and sometimes mariachis come through and just play, and it's a good place to have a sit down with your hangover for sure. I've done it many times. Their corned beef hash is unbelievable, and their corned beef hash sandwich is like a lifesaver. So I recommend that. And it's only like $6, I think, and it's delicious. All right, that's it. Thanks for doing this with me. Hopefully this is successful, and we'll do this again. Check me out. Twitter, Broke Stuart. Facebook, still Broke Stuart. And, if you have any questions, concerns, you feel scarred because I just showed you my boobs, you can email me at info@brokestuart.com. And buy my book. Thanks. Peace.